Initially, you might think you'll spend your Nassau vacation lazing around the hotel pool and beach, catching up on rest and relaxation. But chances are you'll feel rejuvenated within a day or two and will be looking for something to do. So, we've got you covered with our top 10 things to do in Nassau, Bahamas. Number 1. AQUAVENTURE at Atlantis. Most people are familiar with the pink palace known as Atlantis Resort because it so often appears on calendars, travel websites, and desktop wallpapers. What many people don't know is that you don't have to be a guest of the resort in order to enjoy its water park called AQUAVENTURE. All you need is to purchase a day pass to have fun among 20 million gallons of water. This includes 11 pools, a mile-long river ride with high-intensity rapids and wave surges, and some water slides like the 6-story Mayan temple, where riders plummet into a shark-filled lagoon. Slow things down at the Royal Baths, or a zero-entry pool, all of which offers access to Paradise Beach. It's a great way to spend the day. Number 2. Day trip to EXUMA to swim with the pigs. Although this side trip is a bit pricey due to the 89-mile distance involved in traveling from Nassau to EXUMA's big major cay, it's worth it if you love wildlife. You'll be greeted with nurse sharks in the cay, warm, sandy beaches littered with indigenous iguanas, and the famous swimming pigs. Brown and pink, big and little, and piglets too, are all waiting to be fussed over and fed. Watching them frolic in the crystal waters of the Caribbean is much more exciting than seeing pigs on a farm. Not to mention that EXUMA is a picture taker's paradise. Several companies in Nassau offer EXUMA excursions, so be sure to do your research for one that's right for you. Number 3. Scuba diving. If you like scuba diving, Nassau offers plenty of options. From explorations of coral reefs and marine life, to investigating the many hauntingly beautiful shipwrecks in the area. If you're an adrenaline junkie and need to kick your dive experience up a notch, some scuba facilities in Nassau offer extreme adventures that introduce divers to sharks for an up-close and personal look. These dives can also include shark feeding, if you dare. Just remember that this activity isn't something you can rush into. Scuba requires extensive instruction and certification, so plan wisely. Number 4. SNUBA. SNUBA is designed to mimic scuba diving, except that no certification or prior experience is needed. Equipment includes a mask, snorkel, fins, weight belt, breathing regulator, and harness just as scuba diving does. However, the tank providing fresh breathing air remains on a raft and is monitored by a guide. The only thing participants contend with is a long line that connects to the tank, making the experience feel much more like snorkeling. SNUBA is offered at a handful of outlets in Nassau, so travelers have options. Certified dive masters will explain all equipment, safety instructions, and info with you before you climb aboard the boat that will take you to your dive location. The only skills required are basic swimming and a desire to have fun. Number 5. Glass bottom boat ride. If you're hesitant to scuba or SNUBA, but still want a glimpse under the sea, there's an easy and safe way to see it without having to gear up. Simply climb aboard a glass bottom boat. It's the perfect little sightseeing trip that will bring you an up-close view of colorful coral, tropical fish, turtles, rays, eels, and an occasional shark. The Caribbean islands are rife with these tours, and Nassau is no different. For our experience, we opted for sunshine cruises. They offer the glass-bottom boat experience as well as snorkeling tours. Both come with a tour of Nassau's harbor, emphasizing historical sites as well as the homes of the rich and famous. Though we didn't see a shark during our tour, we did see a turtle and a ray. Number 6. Mini Submarine. An underwater sub, the acronym for Scenic Underwater Bubble, is a personal, self-propelled submarine. It's a popular activity that allows participants to cruise around 15 feet underwater while enjoying coral reefs and marine life without even getting your hair wet. The sub runs at speeds up to 2 knots per hour, while underwater guides lead the way and prevent any mishaps. Several outlets in Nassau provide this experience with round-trip transportation from your hotel. However, it's wise to research the parameters of this adventure before rushing into it, because there are some restrictions, including age, height, and select medical problems. Number 7. Dolphin and sea lion encounters. Some controversy surrounds this type of attraction, with animal activists wanting to stop the practice and others insisting the encounter provides an educational experience while the marine life is well cared for in the provided environment. No matter what opinion you adopt, the fact remains there are plenty of opportunities for interactive experiences with dolphins and sea lions if you are so inclined. Dolphin Cay at Atlantis, Dolphin Encounters on Blue Lagoon Island, and Island Routes Caribbean Adventures are just 3 of many offered in Nassau, all with competitive prices. For our experience, we opted for Dolphin Cay at Atlantis, which you can read about on our website. Number 8. ARDASTRA Garden Zoo and Conservation Center. ARDASTRA Garden Zoo and Conservation Center is home to nearly 300 animals, including Vietnamese potbelly pigs, Madagascar lemurs, monkeys, jaguars, reptiles, and a vast array of birds. Some of these creatures might share the pathways with you as you stroll the park. Located only a few miles from downtown Nassau, this place feels worlds away from the busy casinos and nightlife of the islands. The zoo schedules feeding times for its lorikeets, so guests can enter the screened aviary to hand feed the colorful birds. Nassau Botanical Gardens is located directly across the street, so it's possible to combine your visits and see both on the same day. The zoo is open daily from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. Number 9. Cabbage Beach. Named as one of the best beaches in the world, Paradise Island's Cabbage Beach hosts several of the big hotels, including Atlantis, Hotel Riu Palace, and one and only Ocean Club. Public access is on Casino Drive, next to Riu Palace. The beach itself is a beautiful, wide stretch of soft white sand spanning about 2 miles of coastline. Palms, sea grapes, and Australian pines line the aquamarine waters. Small tiki structures provide shade. There are several places to rent water sport equipment, from jet skis to floats. Not surprisingly, the beach tends to be crowded, more so at the western end. Number 10. Queen's Staircase. With just 65 steps spanning 102 feet, this is a steep ascent from Elizabeth Avenue to Fort Fincastle and the Water Tower. Carved out of a limestone wall by 18th century slaves, the steps once afforded soldiers protected passage from the fort to the town. Lush vegetation flanks the stairway, and water cascades into a pool below. There were originally 66 steps named to honor the 66 years of Queen Victoria's reign. This is one of the most popular stops in Nassau and is on the agenda of most cruise ship shore excursions. Residents and fitness buffs also use the steps regularly, so they can get quite crowded at times. So there you have it. 10 exciting and amazing things to do during your next vacation in Nassau, Bahamas, all designed to make your holiday an unforgettable one. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe so you can globe hop with us.